Hey, this is Mike with Backroads Vanner, and thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you checking out our videos, and I've got a great one for you today. Let me ask you a question. Does your van have hail damage, dings, dents, scratches on the paint? Maybe you've got old faded paint or oxidizing or something like that, stone chips on it. Well, my van has all of those and more. It's even got peeling paint. And if you've got a 2003 Express van to a 2007, maybe you have a GMC van, you've probably got peeling paint. I've seen hundreds of these vans out on the road. Matter of fact, I saw two of them today in the Home Depot parking lot, and the hood, the paint was all peeling off, and up on top it was peeling off as well. My van started to do that, and I looked for a solution to fix this problem. And I'll tell you, I thought about putting a wrap on my van. No, not a but an actual wrap that would protect the paint. The only problem with that is it's about $2,000 or $3,000 to do that, and it doesn't fix the hail damage. You'd have to fix the hail damage first. Now, my hail damage wasn't real bad, but it would have shown right through the wrap. So I found a solution to every one of those problems and more. And today I'm going to share it with you. So check out this video. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Well, as I said, you're either going to love this video or you're going to hate it. But today I'm going to talk about painting your van. No, we're not going to use a typical car paint. We're going to use a product that is totally different, and it's durable, it's flexible, it's scratch resistant, stain resistant, it protects it from rust and salt and corrosion, and it's also a sound deadener. And in a van, that's a great plus. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to paint my whole van. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Mike, why are you going to paint your van? Like I said, this isn't typical paint. This is something different. But as you know, I like stealth vanning. I like being in a white van. There's thousands of them out there everywhere, and you kind of go unnoticed. Everybody's got one. You see them everywhere, and it makes it great for stealth camping. But you know what? I think this product outweighs that. I think I can still be a stealth vanner, even though my van is going to look more off-road and more rugged. And that's the look I'm going for. Now, one of the things that I looked for my van to give it that off-road overlander look was fender flares. And I couldn't find anything that fit my van. So one of the things that I could do with this paint is kind of give it the illusion of having fender flares. So I had the bottom painted and around the wheel well to give it that look of fender flares. The other thing that it does is it protects it from hail. Now, we're not talking Texas golf ball or softball size hail. We're talking just normal hail. It will bounce right off of this product. And my van had hail on it, hail damage already. I didn't have to repair any of it. I used this product and went right over it. What is this product? This product is called Raptor, and it's typically used in the back of pickup truck beds. It's a plastic textured, flexible, protective coating, and it is so durable. It protects your car from rock chips and scratches from branches and all kinds of things like that. It gives me the protection that I'm looking for when I go off-road, let's say going down the back roads or something like that. It protects the vehicle from that. I absolutely love the look of it as well. It changes the total appearance of your vehicle. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to walk you through these steps today because I paid my neighbor to help me and to paint this van. He had access to a spray booth, and so we did it in there. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to save you hundreds, not thousands of dollars, and I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself and you can do it at home. I'm going to walk you through the steps, and I'm going to show you some of the tips and tricks that I learned and some of the things to avoid some of the mistakes that we made. So I'm going to walk you through it. Let's get started. Stay tuned.
Well, this is the material we're going to use. This is the 4 quarts of it, and the activator. It should be enough to do half of the van, which is going to require another box to do the entire van, which is going to require 2 boxes.
So you get 4 bottles of this in there?
Yeah.
And the activator.
The activator. That's Raptor stuff.
And it's UV protected?
Yeah, everything's on here. It says that it's got a UV protection.
And this is the tintable one?
This is the tintable.
Tintable, so you can make it any color you want.
Yes, sir.
Good. See, this is the problem. What happens to these Chevy vans right here? All the paint is peeling off of them. I've seen hundreds of vans where the paint is peeled completely off the hood and even up at the top. You can see it in here. It's already starting to peel in here. And if we come around to the side and look right here next to the driver's side window, it's just peeling. And the more it starts doing that, it just starts coming off everywhere. And so that's one of the reasons why we're putting a protective coating on there. And the one good thing about the Raptor coating is it gives it hail protection. And I don't know if the camera will show it, but there's a lot of little hail that hit this van on the hood, and this coating will cover those hail dents and make it hail-proof practically.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are sanding the side of the van, and this is probably the most tedious job and the most important job that you can do if you're painting your van. Now, we're using 180 grit sandpaper with a power sander, and all we're trying to do here is just take off that top coat. We're not trying to get it down to the bare metal unless you've got some problem areas. But if you look down the side of the van here, you can see where part of it is scuffy and white and the other part is shiny. That's all we want, is just a flat, scuffed up surface. Unless you've got peeling paint, then you're going to want to take it down to the metal, and I recommend using a primer. And if you go to our website, we're going to have all the products that I talk about in this video on our website, and Shannon's got them all listed there for you. As you can see, the hood of my car, I've got a lot of bare spots on there, and that was where that peeling paint was. Now, I'm showing you a paint booth here, but I really am doing this video to show you that you can do this yourself. You do not need a professional paint booth. We had access to one, and so we used it, but you do not need one to do this. Now, here's the first thing we did. After we sanded it, we wiped it down and we taped off the area that we wanted to spray black, since we were using two colors. Now, I wanted to spray around the wheel wells to give it the illusion of the fender flares, so we taped off up and around the wheel wells and all down the side of the body line on the bottom. Now, I'm going to go through all the steps for spraying it, but right now we're just spraying the black. This is day one, and we're looking at the texture. And the amount of air pressure you have going through the gun is going to help determine the texture. They also make a reducer that you can add to the paint, and it makes the texture a little bit smaller. If you want a bigger texture, you're going to use low air pressure, and if you want a smaller texture, you're going to use high air pressure. We used about 50 psi for this project here. Now, a compressor is an important key to this. To keep your air pressure up, you're going to want to have a decent size air compressor. I doubt the small pancake air compressors would keep up, but I think a 5-gallon would be sufficient, as long as you stop along the way and let it catch up and monitor your air pressure. If you'll notice on his gun, he's got a small air gauge right there next to him so he can see what the air pressure is, and that's a handy tool to use. Now, we're just putting one coat on this, and we're putting a heavy coat on it. The manufacturer recommends 2 coats, and they recommend that you wait about 1 hour before you apply the second coat. But we're just putting one heavy coat on, and it worked out very well for this van. Now, I want to talk to you about the front bumpers and the back bumpers. This product is so great for your bumpers. My bumpers, this is a 2003 Chevy van, and they're plastic on the top of the metal. That black fades over years and years of sun. And so this product going right over top of it makes those bumpers look new again. And you can see here how old and faded it was and how nice and new that paint is. This gives your bumpers a really durable finish that can take a pounding and still look brand new. And if you just wanted to do the bottom of your van and the bumpers, this product is perfect for that. We waited about 20 minutes, and then we took the tape off, and as you can see here, it's got perfect, nice, clean, straight lines. Looks great. Now on day 2, we waited about, I would say 14 hours before we started the second day. And the first thing you want to do is wipe all the dust off. Blow it off out of the cracks and crevices and wipe everything off. When you start taping everything off, you want that tape to stick. Last thing you want is for that tape to come off when you're in there spraying it. we taped and taped and taped. It's a tedious process, but you want to make sure you cover all your door seals. If you can take them off, take them off. If you can't, make sure and tape over them. Now, like I said, we had the advantage of using a paint booth, but you really don't need one. This product goes on really thick, and there's not a lot of overspray to it, and it dries really quick, so it doesn't have a lot of stuff sticking to it. It's a great product for that. Here we are taping over the black. Now, we just sprayed this black about 14 hours ago, 16 hours ago, and we're putting tape on it. And we're taping the black off, and we're getting ready to spray the body of the van. And this tape is not going to pull that black off or bother that new paint that we just put on there one bit. And I have a suggestion for you. If you want to spray the inside of your van, and I highly recommend this product for that because it deadens the sound, they make a low VOC product. So check into that low VOC. The VOCs will stick around for years and years. And if you're sleeping in your van or camping in your van, definitely use the low VOC. We're taping everything off here, getting it ready to paint. We're going to blow it off and wipe it down one more time before we get ready to paint. And I just can't tell you how. Take your time doing this part and wiping it down. You might think your van is clean, but wipe it down one more time and get it ready before the paint. Now, I want to say something about the paint. If you have an auto manufacturer somewhere near you that mixes paint, a auto paint shop, I would highly recommend you go there and get your paint from them and have them mix it the color you want. Mixing this paint was the toughest thing, trying to get the color we wanted, and we never could get the color we wanted. But we went ahead and went with it anyway. So it's well worth going someplace and having them mix the paint for you. If you're going to get the paint mixed and you're going to add a color to your vehicle, have them mix just a little bit of extra paint for you so that you can use it later on for touch-ups or something like that. It will last as long as you don't add the hardener to it. The hardest thing we had was trying to mix and match this color. Now, you're just going to add a little bit of the color to each bottle, and we tried several different times. You can see on our paint chip chart, we tried about 10 or 12 times, adding a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's really comes down to science when you're trying to match a color exactly. If you're not too picky about it, you can come close and you'll go with that. And that's pretty much what we did. We got as close as we could, and we just decided to go ahead and go with it. But after you get your paint mixed up, we poured a little bit of the paint in the Raptor bottle, and there we are pouring it in there, and we shook it up to see if it changed the color at all when we mixed it, and it did not. So whatever color you've got, that's the color it's going to be, except it is going to dry just a little bit different than it is wet. And so if you're really concerned about it, put a blob on something and let it dry and match the color that way first. But once you add the color to the bottle, you just put the lid on it and you shake it up, and this is what we're doing. We're just going to test the color for right now and see if it changed the color at all. But like I said, it did not change the color. You really want to shake it good to make sure there's the color that we're going to go with. We said, yep, that's close enough. Let's do it. Shannon's holding a color match out here. You can see all the dots that we put on there trying to match it. None of them matched, but that's as close as we're going to get tonight, so we just decided to go ahead and go with it. The next thing you're going to add is the hardener. Now, it's a certain amount that you're going to pour in that bottle. They have a line on there, and you're going to pour that hardener in there, and you're going to shake it for 2 minutes. And then it's really simple. You just shake it, and they have a gun that's $15, and it just screws right onto the lid of the paint. There it is, and you just spray it right on. And their motto is fill, shake, and shoot, and it's really about that simple, but the hardest part is matching the paint and getting the color that you want. One of the things about spraying this on your vehicle is you want to keep a consistent distance away from your vehicle. They recommend 8 to 12 inches. We have that on the website as well. By the way, we have all the steps on the website. If you want a list or something to see how we did it, it's all spelled out, and It's a lot of information about the product and more information that I can go into on this video, but it's all at our website, so take a gander over there and check it out. Now while he's spraying this, I'm mixing and shaking another bottle, and that really helps make it go a lot faster, because when this bottle's empty, we're going to clean the gun out and then just attach the other one. Now here's one of the mistakes we made. He's taking this off right here, and we did not clean the gun out this time. The manufacturer recommends after every bottle, spray some cleaner through it. But we had leftover paint in the first bottle, and he's adding it to the second bottle so that it doesn't go to waste. And now he's going to put the gun back in here and watch what happens to all the paint. Right in the trash. Wasted. So my recommendation for you is, there's going to be a little bit of paint left in the bottom of every bottle. When you're done, just put the lid on it and set it aside and save those bottles up. We used 8 bottles of paint on my van, and if you have a little bit left in every single bottle, you can use that for touch-ups within an hour. You can't go too long without using it because it will harden up on you, but you can use it for that, or you can combine them all together in one bottle and then maybe touch up and spray or go over some areas that you missed with it. Don't try to add it to the bottle and try to get every ounce out of it that you can. Just save it and use it later. Now, something that's helpful is having another set of eyes. It's always good finding the light spots and stuff. No matter how good of a painter you are, you're not going to catch every little angle and see everything that you missed. So it is good to have somebody go over it and just look. And it's a lot easier to touch it up and hit it right now while you've got everything taped off and you've got everything together than trying to come back and do it 2 or 3 days later. So just have somebody else kind of go over your work and watch for these light spots. This paint goes on quick. Like I said before, most of the time is spent prepping, sanding, and taping it off. But once you get it all taped off and everything, the paint really goes on quick. I would recommend using a respirator. You'll see here he's taking his off and I'm not wearing one. We had a lot of airflow in this paint booth. But if you're doing it outside, I would still use a respirator. And we're almost done. Make sure you shake every bottle up at least 2 minutes, and clean the gun out in between spraying. There's the finished product. It looks a lot lighter. We're sitting inside the paint booth still, and the lights are kind of bright on there. And once we get it outside, it looks a lot darker and looks really, really good. We're really happy with the way it turned out, and it's very durable. Okay. This is what I was talking about, the 2 colors. As you can see, we went over the wheel well with this to give it the look and the appearance that it has a fender flare on it. And you can see the texture on here. This is so durable. And by going across the body line down here below, it gives it a sleeker appearance. It gives it that more finished look, okay? Anyhow, well, there's the finished product, and we are so happy with it. I'll tell you, it's only been 3 or 4 days, and we've been driving it around, and people are wanting to come up and feel it at the gas station and asking about it. And driving down the road, people are giving us a thumbs up, and it really is a different look. And I think you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of this in the future because it is so durable. It's perfect for off-roading and perfect if you're a backroads vanner. Do check out our website. Like I said, we have a whole list. Shannon's put together all kinds of information about the product. We have a whole list of the steps to go through to paint your van and get your van ready and get it out on the road. And do share some pictures with us if you do this. Let us know how it went, and we hope this video helped. And we really appreciate you guys subscribing and appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you on down the road. Well, I hope you liked that video. I told you some of you are going to either love it or some of you are going to hate it. So leave me your comments. I want to hear all the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me know what you're thinking. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, share it with somebody. Show somebody else how they can paint their van and use this product. By the way, if you'd like to order this product, we've got a link right down below. Click on that link down below and you can get this product. It comes tintable and it comes in black, so you can make it any color you want for your vehicle or for your liking. All right, last but not least, we've got our t-shirts in. You guys asked, so we got them for you. As you know, I've always been wearing my white t-shirt. Well, now we ordered some black ones. For those of you that like black t-shirts, you can now wear a Backroads Vanner t-shirt. And good news is we got it in women's too. We've got them in V-neck, women's, all different sizes. Here's how you get it. Go to backroadsvanner.com, check it out on the shopping cart on our website. Hit shop and it's somewhere in there. You'll have to ask Shannon how to find it, but they're there. And not only do we have t-shirts, we got hats, and we've got little stickers that you can put on, Backroads Vanner stickers you can put on your vehicle, your cooler, your koozie, whatever. Anyhow, check it out. We got them for you, and we appreciate you checking it out, and we appreciate you getting any if you do. Anyhow, we'll see you on down the road. Make it a back road, and we got more great videos coming your way. So subscribe. Yeah!